KHOU 11 Studios, this is HTownRush.
Good morning, everybody. Let's start your Wednesday off with some signs of hope during this coronavirus pandemic. China continues to bounce back. This week, Wuhan lifted its lockdown after 2.5 months. The city was once the epicenter of the outbreak. And a sign of hope here in Houston. Our social distancing and stay-at-home orders are working. The Kinder Institute at Rice University says as tough as this has been, we've already saved thousands of lives. And even as the number of cases spikes worldwide, more than 300,000 people have recovered, including more than 22,000 Americans. We'll get you caught up on the very latest this morning in just a minute. For now, welcome to HTownRush, everybody. I'm Stephanie Simmons, along with Xavier Walton and Brandy Smith, both joining us from home this morning. And Cheetah Craft is kicking off our rush block with the forecast.
Well, good morning, Steph. All right, good morning, guys. We are starting off this morning with clouds in place, just like yesterday. A little bit of fog out there. But the difference today will be just how hot it gets. I mean, today we are going to be very close to either tying or breaking our record high. So let me walk you through the day. Temperature starting off this morning in the 70s, cloudy skies this morning. We are dry. So the majority of your day today, we are just dry and hot. 87 by your lunchtime hour. High temperatures today build to 90 degrees. Lots of sunshine to be expected once these clouds break. Now changes begin tonight and they're going to continue for tomorrow. I'm going to walk you hour by hour as far as our rainfall forecast coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Cheetah, we wait for that. Thank you. Let's get you caught up now on today's coronavirus headlines here at home and around the world. This morning, the U.S. is closing in on 400,000 cases. New York remains the hardest hit area, and yesterday that state reached its biggest one-day death toll yet. The number of cases in our area is on the rise as well. We've reached more than 3,200 cases, but the good news is more than 300 people have made full recoveries. Several of the new local cases are in LaPorte at the same assisted living facility. Our Michelle Choi joins us now with more on the outbreak there.
Steph, our seniors are among those most at risk for the coronavirus. Unfortunately, we're seeing more and more positive cases popping up at nursing homes and assisted living facilities throughout the Houston area. Most recently at LaPorte Healthcare Center, a senior living facility in southeast Harris County. We've learned just days ago there were only 5 cases at the center, but as of yesterday, a major jump. 34 employees and residents have now tested positive for COVID-19. That's according to Harris County Public Health. The center says residents have been hospitalized and employees are no longer working at the facility as they work to contain the spread of the virus. In a statement, LaPorte Healthcare Center said in part, quote, "We continue to take precautionary measures. We must also continue visitation restrictions from families, friends, community partners, vendors, and non-essential persons who are not allowed inside the building during this time." Another facility dealing with a cluster of coronavirus cases, a nursing home in Texas City, where last week 83 employees and residents there tested positive for COVID-19. Guys, back to you.
Michelle, thank you for that update. More Harris County jail staffers tested positive for COVID-19, but now there are new efforts to block the release of inmates. Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo initially passed an order last week to release 1,000 nonviolent inmates to prevent the virus from spreading throughout the jail. But that order was blocked and the county appealed the decision. Yesterday, a state senator petitioned a federal judge to block her appeal.
The public just doesn't want to have 1,000 burglars, thieves, and identity forgers and others out on the street. We've got enough problems watching our homes and business, purses and wallets right now. We don't need any more of this.
Officials argue many nonviolent inmates may have violent criminal pasts. So far, 20 jail employees and 3 inmates have tested positive, and more than 50 other inmates are currently in quarantine. 200 test kits have arrived at the jail. They arrived yesterday, so they will continue to do some testing there.
A state park shut down. Great news about our social distancing efforts and an 11-year-old's generosity. Your Rush Block rolls on, starting with how COVID-19 is especially hitting some areas harder.
New data across the country shows that COVID-19 is impacting Black communities the hardest. President Trump calling it disproportional. Numbers for Houston are unavailable, but Mayor Turner says health disparities have always existed in minority populations and are heightened because of the virus.
Governor Greg Abbott has ordered the closure of all state parks and historical sites because of the coronavirus. The closures are part of the state's efforts to strengthen social distancing and preventing gatherings of large groups of people. There's about a dozen state parks and historical sites in the Houston region affected by the governor's order.
A Missouri city councilman is back home after battling the virus in the ICU. Jeffrey Bonney is still recovering because he has a blood clot in his right lung that may take 6 months to heal.
Some good news from the Kinder Institute at Rice University this morning. It appears that stay-home order and all that social distancing is working. Kinder estimates 4,533 lives have already been saved since that stay-home order went into effect on March 24th in Harris County, and more than 48,000 fewer people have had to be hospitalized. If we continue through April 22nd, they estimate 13,220 lives could be saved.
An 11-year-old girl who donated thousands of toys to kids after Harvey is at it again. Lily DeBow started her own nonprofit just a few months after Harvey. She's been donating toys ever since, and now she wants to donate them to the children of first responders and medical workers.
And that's your Rush Block on this Wednesday morning.